If you haven't heard of Veronica Roth, just ask a teenager. They'll know all about the 24-year-old author of the wildly successful books Divergent and Insurgent, and probably tell you they can't wait for the third one, Allegiant, due out this fall.
And as a kid, I understand that your mom had one rule at home, and that was boredom is just not allowed.
She did say that. It was like a catchphrase of my childhood. She was like, if you're bored, you have to find something to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I just had my brain, which is kind of what writing is about.
And so Veronica wrote, coming up with the idea for her first book in college, crafting it over one winter break.
It was really incredible. I mean, it was like 1 minute I was in my parents' house in my rubber ducky pajamas writing this story that I just thought would go nowhere. And then I polished it and I sent it to agents and I got one.
So incredible, she actually made good on a wacky promise she made on her blog.
You got into a tub of mini marshmallows?
I did, yeah. They weren't all mini marshmallows.
There were some large ones?
Some mega marshmallows. Yeah. I kind of made a promise a couple months before I got the book deal, like, oh, if this ever happens, thinking it'll never happen.
Be careful what you wish for, right?
Exactly. Be careful what you promise on the internet. Yeah.
It's that sweet quirkiness that endears her legions of fans. The dark stories are not light reading.
There's a sort of futuristic world in which an attempt at a perfect society has been made, and that attempt has gone awry.
In Divergent, the teenage hero Triss is faced with an impossible choice. Spend the rest of her life safe with her family, or choose the one she's only dared to dream about. Empowerment that teens say translate into their real life.
She was just trying to fit in, I think. We can all relate to that.
What's going to happen in your life is maybe impacted by the choices you make now.
Why do you think that resonates with teens today?
I think it suggests a kind of power that people of that age have. I mean, you're forming yourself, you're becoming an adult. I mean, that's why I love writing for teenagers, because there's really no other age group that's as enthusiastic and as engaged and absorbed in what they read.
And soon, what they'll see. Divergent, the movie, is currently in production and stars Shailene Woodley and Kate Winslet.
What was your reaction when you found out they wanted to make your world, everything that was in your head that you put down in that book, a movie series?
I didn't really believe it until, I got to visit the set, and then I was like, oh, maybe it is happening.
Like her characters who confront their fears head-on, Veronica pledged to do the same.
And one of the things you did was overcome your fear of public humiliation.
Right. I went with some friends, and we jumped into the fountain with all the little kids, because that's embarrassing to me. It might not be embarrassing for everyone, but I was afraid to do it. So.
And now you have no fear of anything publicly.
Oh, yeah, it's all
done.
gone.
It's gone.
One thing she's not afraid of, her next book.
Ta-da.
Allegiant.
Allegiant, a cap to the trilogy.
I can't wait for everyone to read it and just, to see how this whole story ends.
The trilogy might be ending, but Roth's career is clearly just getting started. For today, Ryan Seacrest, Los Angeles.